In this video, I'm going to make this Chrome dinosaur game. Uh, simple, simple dinosaur game like this. Okay, let's start. First of all, we need to uh, let me refresh the website, and you can see this image, and then we can save this image and drag this image into Godot. Okay, now we have this image, and first we create the node 2D and rename man. And first, I'm going to make the background. The background we need to use parallax background. And first we can create a color rect and drag this color rect, and then we create a parallax layer. This parallax layer is used to move the clouds, and we rename clouds, and we add some sprite and drag the texture in, and we set the region enable and set the region. Select the cloud region and this. Okay, and then we can set a position like this, and we can copy and change the different position. Okay, then you can find this property on the parallax layer and find the mirroring. We can set mirroring to this value, and then you can see the clouds will have a mirror. And then we can create another parallax layer, and this layer we make floor. The same, we add the sprite and drag the image. Then we can set the offset and region, choose enable and select the floor region, and we can set the position to this, and we set the mirroring to this value, and then we can add the script. So we can define some variable export playing equals 4 and export cloud speed floor speed, and we can use process function to set the motion. If playing, the cloud layer, we can set the motion offset, we we can set the car's motion, and then we can set the floor motion is equal to floor speed, and then we save the scene and we turn on the playing. Then we can see the clouds and the floor is motion, is moving. Okay, then let's turn off the playing, and then I'm going to make the dinosaur. I'm going to use kinematic body, rename dinosaur, and add the sprite, and drag the texture, and set the region to this region. It has 5 frames, so we need to set the H frames to 5, and then we drag the dinosaur to this position, and add a collision shape 2D, and select the capsule shape, drag the area, and then maybe okay, and then we create a static body 2D for the force collision, and we add the collision shape 2D, and select the rectangle shape. We can set the X value to 512, and we can set the position, and this maybe lateral. Okay, this place. Okay, then we can add a script for dinosaur, and we can also define some variable. First, we define the velocity for dinosaur is equal to vector.0, and we can define the jump velocity is equal to maybe 600, and we can define the gravity maybe 2000, and then we can write the process function. And in this process function, we can judge if we press this action just press, and then we can define some action. Use this. We can define jump function action. Jump action, we could use the up key, or we could use space key, and then we can add the down action. We could use down key. Okay, then if we press jump action, we can set the dinosaur's velocity to jump velocity, and we can use move and slide function So set this velocity, and we can set up direction is vector dot up, and so if we press jump, Dinosaur will jump, and if the dinosaurs jump, we can write if it's on floor, if isn't on floor, the velocity may be decreased. So if it's on floor and we press jump, and if it's not on floor, it will drop, and we can see in a game, if we press down key, it will drop faster. You can see it drops faster. So in this place, we can write if input dot is pressed down. If we press the down key, the gravity may be larger. So we can define the larger gravity. Maybe 4,000. And so if we press the down key, the gravity use the larger gravity, else use the normal gravity. So if we press down, the dinosaur will drop faster, so maybe more larger, 6,000. Okay. Now let's make the animation. So we need to add the animation player to the dinosaur, and we can create some different animations. First, idle, and we can create some frames. First, we need to key this property offset, and then we need to key this edge frame and frame and the region, and then we create another animation called running. In running animation, we can set the animation time to 0.2. We select the first frame and we key some property, offset, edge frames, frame, and region rect. Now we choose the next frame, and we can for the first frame we can set the frame to frame 2 and add a key. Then choose another frame, we set frame 3. So if we loop this animation, we can see the dinosaur is running. Okay, and we can create another animation called down. The time is as the same, and then we key some property, first offset, and we set this region, set another region, set this region, and then we go back to the animation player, and we set reframe each frame to 2 frames, and the offset may be larger, maybe 10. Okay, then we set the frames to 0 and 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay, then we go back to animation player. Then the offset we can set maybe 10. The Y value set 10 and key, and then edge frame region rect, and then we choose another frame, we can set the frame different, so we can see the animation of down is playing. And then I'm going to change this collision shape, so I'm going to create another collision shape. This collision shape is for running an idle stator. So another collision shape is used for down stators. So this collision shape have a set rotation and we can set position and set a area like this. Okay, then we back to the animation and we set this, if it's idle, the collision shape 2 is disabled, and key this property, and the collision shape 1 is enabled. Press key. Okay, then we choose to running is the same as the idle status, so collision shape 1 is enabled, collision shape 2 is disabled, and then we choose to down animation. We set the collision shape 1 is disabled and collision shape 2 is enabled. So you can see if I change the animation, the collision shape will also have changed. Okay, and then we can set the animation, set the dinosaur's animation. We go back to dinosaur script, and if the dinosaur is on floor and if it's on floor, the animation player should play running, and if it's on floor and we press if we press down, the animation player should play the down animation, and if not on floor, it will play idle. So let's have a look. If it's on floor, it will running and jump. While jumping, the animation is idle. And when we press down, oh, but the animation go wrong. Play down. So if it's on floor, input that is action press down. Down. Okay. And then at the first of the time, the animation will play idle. So we define the start variable. And if start, we play this animation. And if not start, we play idle animation. So okay, then we back to the main node and add the script. We can set the game playing. So we write the process if we define the game status start equals false. If start, if not start, and we press jump action, the start is true, and the dinosaur start true. So and background we're playing So we see play. If we press this key, the background will move and the dinosaur will run. Okay, next, I'm going to make the tree. So I'm going to use area 2D node and rename it tree, and add the sprite and drag the texture and select the region. And set the edge frames offset maybe and then set the collision shape and set the position. This area, and then we save as a branch. Save this scene. And we can add a script. We can set the move to start with 4 and speed is equal to get parent dot get no parallax background dot floor speed. The tree's move speed is equal to floor speed. So on the process, it start the position is now we go back to the main scene and we need to add the timer node for spawn the tree, and if we start this timer, and when timer is time out, we can spawn tree. So let's define the spawn tree function. We should preload the tree scene. Tree.tscn, and then we can instance have it. And set the tree position is equal to, let's have a look. maybe this position is equal to this value. So and then add 3. Let's set the tree is start. Add child. Add the tree node. Okay. Now we can spawn. When we start the game, the tree will spawn. So it's not start. So we press jump. It will start. And then we will check the collision with body and the aerial. So we delete this tree and we go to the tree scene, and we can use this signature as a body entered. So when we instance this tree node, we should connect this signature. So tree dot connect the body entered and target itself, and the method is game over. So we define the game over function. So we print game over. So when we start again, oh, it's not connected. So let's have a check. Access. With argument. So body, we can use the dinosaur and the body. So kinetic area cannot convert. Okay, when it check, it will print the game over. So on the game over function, we should stop the moving. So first, background start playing is false, and dinosaur start is false, and tree we need to have a loop. We can get all 3 nodes. So we need to add to group. We need to add the tree group, and we can get 3 and get nodes in group. And for tree in all nodes, we should set tree dot start is false. So when game over, all the nodes is stopped. So but the timer is also so we need to stop the timer. So okay, then we go to tree scene and add the notifier, visibility notifier, and we can connect this signature screen exit. So when the tree is out of screen, it will free. So and then we can create a restart button. So we use bright and we drag this image and set the region to this restart region and set the edge frame to 5 and drag to the center, and then we can create a control node for click, and we set this region, and it was hide, and we rename it restart. So if scan over, the restart is shown, and if we click, it will emit this signature GUI input, and we connect to the main script, and if we click this button, we can reload this scene. So get tree dot reload current scene. Okay, so scan over. We should have a check if event is input dot is input event mouse button. So if we click this area, we can restart. So and we go to the dinosaur. If we can see it start for return. So if the dinosaur is not start, so display idle animation and not going on. So and click, it will restart. Oh, it has a little problem is if the dinosaur isn't on floor, it still can jump. So we need to have a change. So we find the jump code and we add the if it's on floor, and so it can jump only once. You can jump only once. So that's the simple dinosaur game using Godot. Let's hide the collision shape and have a look. So if I press the start key and if I press down, it will drop faster, and if it has a collide, we can restart. So that's all. Thank you for your watching.